Airlines are starting to cancel flights as Hurricane Florence approaches the southeast coast. Virginia, North and South Carolina, and Georgia have all declared a state of emergency. And take a look at these pictures of Hurricane Florence. The storm is huge. An astronaut with the European Space Agency shared the photos on Twitter with the captions, quote, "Watch out, America. Hurricane Florence is so enormous we could only capture her with a super wide angle lens from the space station." FEMA officials are urging anyone in the storm's path to get out now.
This is not going to be a glancing blow. This is going to be, a Mike Tyson punch to the Carolina coast.
And Hurricane Florence is expected to pause just off North Carolina late Friday before turning south. We do have team coverage, but we're going to get to that in just a minute. Actually, we're going to go to Jeff Ray with how much rain the area can expect in today's Weather 101 and some science stuff.
As if getting hit by 100-mile-per-hour winds isn't bad enough, there's a possibility that Hurricane Florence might semi-stall over the Carolina coastal plain, much like Harvey did to Texas. This slowing of the storm could produce historic rainfall. I did a really rough calculation of what kind of rain is facing the Carolinas from Florence. I based the rainfall projection mostly on the rainfall from the European model. Now, while some areas, especially around the coast, could see 20 to 30 inches of rain, I draw your attention to this area in yellow. Now, this area covers roughly 41,000 square miles. And for a general estimate, let us assume that the area in yellow averages about 15 inches of rain. Now, my calculation shows that means about 10.7 trillion gallons of water will fall on this area, or about 44.5 billion tons of water. To put that in perspective, that's enough rain to cover the entire state of Texas in 2.3 inches of water. Remember, Harvey's rain last year fell on mostly low elevations of the Texas coastal plain. It was the largest rain event in American history. North Carolina is much different. Now, Wilmington's elevation is about 30 feet above sea level, and on the other end is the state of Asheville. That elevation there in the Blue Ridge is a little bit over 2,000 feet. So not only do you have gravity rushing billions of tons of water down the mountains all the way to the sea, you also have the mountains creating even more rainfall, lifting forces that rich tropical air force upward into the atmosphere, and as it cools down, it releases even more rainfall. Now, the storm surge from Florence near the time of impact could reach as high as 15 feet, causing devastating flooding inland. So much of that surge will fall back into the ocean, but just as it does, more rain will come in, this time from the inland. Florence has the potential to create catastrophic flooding that could last for days. I'm Jeff Ray, and that's this week's Weather 101.
All right, well, right now,